All right, here we go. Oh, look who it is, everybody. It's the listeners. It's the listeners, and they got some questions for you. Okay, Father's Day gripe. Hey there, Billy Pasteface. More like Billy Pastry Face. I would like to vent about the vast inequities I experienced between Mother's Day for my wife and Father's Day for me. Oh, I knew this would get people going. On Mother's Day, my wife sleeps in, mine does too, and eventually wakes up to me handing her a cup of freshly brewed coffee in bed. When she eventually gets up and walks out of our bedroom, she'll notice fresh flowers in a vase, breakfast prepared, and a greeting card on the kitchen counter. Dude, you're crushing it. I cook for her, her mother, and her sister later that day. Point is, I work my ass off throughout that day to make these women feel special. Now, my Father's Day experience. She slept in. I made my own coffee. I fed myself. Nobody planned any party or get-together for us dads in the family. No card, no present. Dads like to fire up the grill, so I cooked for my family that evening, and we watched the Hawks beat the choking Sixers. I like cooking, so it's no big deal, but I just find it funny that we have to shower women with attention and acknowledgement, but that is not returned to us on our special day. I'm good to my wife and kids, so every day is Father's Day, the way I experience life. The whole holiday thing is bullshit anyways. Look at that. He just, in the end, he's just like, it's all bullshit anyway. Yeah, dude, it's I don't know that will ever happen. I was going to say, like, at some point they'll maybe realize. The only way they like realize that shit is if you do what I did between Mother's Day and Father's Day. You got to keep hammering them that your day is going to be just as special as their day so they don't forget. Because if you don't, it's going to be a 8 to noon thing, and then that's going to be over. Dude, my Father's Day, there was a fucking event. There was a birthday party for one of her girlfriends that was planned on Father's Day. So we had to go to that. That was my Father's Day. I'm not saying it was a bad event. I love those people. I love her girlfriend. They're all fucking great people. But it's like, I just don't see a world where, like, if I planned a birthday party for, like, one of my buddies and it landed on Mother's Day, it's like that is being rescheduled without a fucking doubt. Without a doubt, it's being rescheduled. I mean, it's still a great party and everything. I'm just saying. So anyway, yeah, that's just it's kind of how it is. And we always do, generally speaking, a great thing for them on Mother's Day, but I don't feel that it's necessarily done 100% out of love. It's also done out of self-preservation and fear, because that if they don't feel special, then, you're going to have to deal with the emotional ramifications of that for anywhere from 3 days to they might never get over it. And it's be something that they bring up in arguments forever. So, yeah, preaching to the choir. But just know this. At the end of the day, you're a man, so you won. Okay? You're not as complex as them, so you can actually enjoy life, and you can kind of sustain a certain level of happiness and a certain level of satisfaction. Because you're too dumb to know that you should be upset. There's a genius to our stupidity. They're too smart to be happy. That's my theory. Anyway, I don't know. They're just theories. Anyway, okay. F1. All right. Billy runs with fire in his pants. I don't know what that means. I have a simple message. Watch F1, you cunt. I know you enjoy motorsports and get really excited whenever you mention F1, but you haven't talked about the recent F1 races, which, spoilers, have been incredible. France happened this weekend, and that was an incredibly satisfying race. Baku happened 2 weeks ago, and that was probably one of the best races of this decade, an instant classic. Fuck, I missed. I can go back and watch them on their website. Get this. Due to new regulations, Red Bull is leading the Constructors' Championship, and Max Verstappen is leading the Drivers' Championship with Lewis Hamilton close behind. This is the season we've been waiting for. Yes, it is. Shut the fuck up about hockey and watch this shit for $10 a month. Well, the thing about hockey is every season is the fucking season you're waiting for. It's hockey. It's fucking great. Maybe F1 should run their fucking business a little more like the NHL does. Anyways, for $10 a month on F1 TV Pro, this is not an ad. I tried to get into MotoGP, but that subscription is $40 a month. Not worth it, but F1 is. No. I draw the line there. I draw the fucking line there. Dude, all of that shit that you're talking about, the best race, I'll watch that race, and I guarantee you there was 3 races last year. Dude, the Marquez versus Andres Dovizioso battles. There's been like 3 or 4 of those races where they passed each other 3 to 4 times on the final fucking lap. And that happened like 2 or 3 times a fucking season. Okay? So I don't want to hear like, oh my God, we finally had a fucking exciting fucking race, and now this is better than MotoGP. If you want to see passing in racing, which to me is people jockeying for position, passing, the whole fucking thing, then I would say MotoGP is where it's at. It's still where it's at. And unlike you, I watch both of them. I don't watch one race. Oh, fuck that, it's too much fucking money. Yeah, you pay your little $10 for the inferior fucking racing sport. I'll stick with MotoGP. Anyway, the next 2 weeks have races in Austria. Tune your fat head in and watch Mercedes struggle. I mean, I might as well, because at some point they're just going to throw money at the fucking problem somehow. And they'll be right back, where they usually are. Look at this guy. This guy's so beaten down as a fan of F1 that he's excited that in June, Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton aren't in first place. I don't know. Hey, by the way, is it me, or does Sebastian Vettel lose his fucking, whatever the front or airfoil is, every other race? He lost one of his front wings. He's got damage. He has to go into the pits. Oh, it's a disaster.